Hello again, my dear friends. Second video in our series about the recovery from COVID or in helping your lungs to recover. This is not for athletes, this is for normal people who have been suffering from lung infection, whether it's pneumonia, or whether you had some of the lungs damaged by the COVID. This particular video is a little bit more aggressive than the previous one. If you're comfortable with the basic concepts of natural breath, volume of the lung compresses, you exhale, so it's oh, and if the volume of the lungs increases, you inhale. This is concept number one. Concept number two from the first video is you inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And we did this sort of stuff and this sort of stuff. We're ready to move on to something a little bit more challenging. We're going to show you three exercises and you will find that they're a little bit more challenging. So the first one is almost the same as this, but we're going to open our arms and turn palms facing upwards, and we're going to bring our arms quite far back. So it's good. We do this about 5 times. Next one is we do almost the same thing, but with the palms facing upwards the other direction. So instead of doing this, we do almost like you're swimming breaststroke. That's exercise number one. Exercise number two is a variation of this. We do 3 inhalations with a little bounce in there. So it looks like, and we pause. So the idea is not to do the exercise like this. We do it slowly at the speed which our body in a given moment is asking for. And we might sit here on the exhalation for 5 seconds, maybe longer, while you're comfortable. If you feel that this exerted you too much, you may want to do a couple of to help you recover. And you do this 4, 5 times, 3, 5. You decide. You should feel comfortable rather than strained when you finish doing them. Nice recovery, and we do another exercise from the set, and it's almost the same, but the arms now go upwards, so it's very important that during this exercise you keep your good form. Your spine needs to be straight and vertical. In other words, the top of your head should be above your shoulders, should be above your coccyx. If you ride horses, this is the correct position for riding, right? If you do martial arts or dance, this is the concept of good form, where your spine is, where the whole structure is mechanically strong. We can do things for the spinal health a little bit later in further videos, but now we're just going to stay with lung exercises. So we've done and we do this between 5 and 10 times, or while you feel comfortable doing them. The last exercise is the most challenging one. You do this maybe 3, 5 times, and this will be sufficient. Back is straight, inhalation is through the nose, exhalation through the mouth. You will want to sit in the fully inhaled lungs and fully exhaled lungs for a few seconds. So here, what's important for us is not just the exercise of the lungs for the inhalation and the exhalation. Here, the work is also done. Significant amount of work is done when you do the breath hold on the full lungs and on the empty. On the full lungs, it is very likely you will want to cough, as you will see me demonstrate in a minute. This is okay. When you do the cough, you top yourself up a little bit. So exercise starts with you putting your hands on your belly. We're going to work all 3 segments of the lungs: lower, middle, and upper. And some of the parts are likely to be damaged by your illness. And we're going to try to stretch them out and get a bit of blood a bit closer to the damaged tissue so that it starts recovering. And this honestly speeds up the recovery a lot. We're talking half the time, but the time is slow nevertheless. We're talking recovery time of months. But with this exercises, we're talking 1 month as opposed to 6 months to a year. I'm not making promises, depends on how you do the exercises and your dedication and how you feel inside. But in our experience with a lot of our friends, students, patients, clients, the recovery is much faster. Right. So the exercise, I will talk you through this. You don't need to do the talking. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Back is straight. Breathing in into your belly. Diaphragm gets pushed down. Moving your hands a little bit up. Lower part of the lungs here. A bit higher up. Now my lungs are fully inflated. I'm going to top it up a bit more with the shoulder movement. So it's see, I'm coughing up a little bit, and I'm going to top up again. And I sit here, and then I slowly let the air out. And now I sit with empty lungs. I sit for 5, 6, 10 seconds, maybe 15, whatever you like, and then we'll start the cycle again. And then you sit with empty lungs again. And the third time. And you sit with empty lungs a bit longer. You may find that you over-oxygenate your blood a little bit. You might feel a little bit lightheaded. If this is the case, take a pause with the exercise. Do some movement to burn off the excess oxygen in you. Any movement will do. Slap your knees, slap your chest, tap your feet a little bit. Any sort of movement will rebalance the oxygen. And this is good. You will notice that on the exhalation, I was not just going, I was making noise. This vibrations of us making the noise is actually also beneficial for loosening up the tissue in the lungs. So if you like, and if your friends, neighbors, or people who are near you don't think you're a freak, or if you're okay with them thinking you're a freak, you can do the exhalation with a noise. Like, ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. I know it looks ridiculous, but I promise you this is good. If you've been studying singing, you will find that some of the exercises professional singers do to help their voice, to train their lungs, also involve them saying letters on the exhalation. And the letters are sometimes the whistling letters like s, sh, sometimes o, a, I, U, sometimes sounds. These are all good. I would ask you in the beginning not to do the s and the sh sound if you have damaged lungs, because this is a bit too much resistance. In the third video, we will talk about the resistance breathing, including the letters and the noises that you make and the tapping that you do. But for now, this is sufficient. So, not too many repetitions. We did multiple inhalations in this position, multiple inhalations in this position. And we did the breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, which is when we go lower lungs, middle lungs, upper lungs. hold, feel the discomfort, cough a little bit, top it up again, and then ooh, with noise, exhale, sit, wait, rest. The last one is quite challenging. Don't do it more than 7 times. Probably 3 will be sufficient. 3 is what I do, and 3 has been giving us best results with our patients. This is it for now. For the next one, I will show you the breathing with resistance, but this is all you need. I wish you better. I wish you well. Peace. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.